How to get clients as a social media manager. Hi people, this is the question that I've got for today's video. And if you are someone who wants to book clients and get clients for your online services, be it social media management or marketing, I'm going to deep dive into social media management for this one. But generically, these cover bases for all the other services that you do online. It includes copywriting, freelancing in another field, maybe if you do SEO. Basically, the entire procedure would remain same. However, the specificities of it would change. In today's video, we're going to cover the specificities of social media management more than even social media marketing. If you don't know what is the difference between the two, let me know in the comments and I'd love to help you out with that. Now that said, let's just roll into our video. Hi guys, I'm Tejal Chopra and welcome to the next episode of Tejal Talks with me. Of course, because it's Tejal Talks, it will be with Tejal, right? Okay, brushing that aside, today's topic is social media management and precisely how can you get clients as a social media manager. I'm super excited because this is the first role that I started my online career with post quitting my high paying job at Amazon. As you guys already know, even if you don't know, like I quit my high paying job and started my own online business, and social media management was the first ever paid service that I offered to clients when I started. That's the reason that today's video is even more special. So without wasting any of your time, we'll start first of all. Before even you are ready to pitch to paying clients, what is it that you need to make sure? What is it that I made sure personally, and it worked out really well for me or the students that I coach become social media managers? Assuming you've chosen your platforms of choice. It could be that you have chosen more than one platforms. It could be that you have 3 or 4 platforms as well. Any number, it doesn't matter. Even if you're an expert at one, like I know Instagram inside and out, but I can't say that about other platforms like Pinterest probably. The same thing I'd recommend is choose your platform first. If you have done this, congratulations, you're already there on your journey to get good clients because you know your platform of choice, and that is the first most important thing before you even start your career in that direction. Second thing, once you've chosen your platform of choice, I would highly recommend to get the skill set and know the ins and out of that social media platform. If it's 2-3 platforms that you've chosen, make sure you know the ins and outs of all of them. It's no fun to go and post on Instagram if you don't know how the algorithm works, if you don't know what kind of hashtags will work, if you don't know what kind of content strategy would work for what kind of client. So it's very important, and all of that you learn by actually learning from someone and then implementing and testing out, because social media, or as we can say digital media overall, doesn't work without testing. Everything changes on a daily basis, so you need to test it out for yourself to test waters as to how this industry works. So my first 2 steps would still be the same. A, choose your platforms, and B, well versed in those platforms that you've chosen. Have the skill set and the know-how, that is, test it out and implement it out to start getting clients for that particular platform or any other platform of your choice. Now that said, the next part, which is very important for you to pitch to clients and get clients, is basically you need to have a few testimonials or case studies. Yes, that's right. Now you'll say that, Tejal, I've never worked with paid clients. I've just started on my journey. How can I actually have testimonials or case studies? This is for someone who's just starting out. In case you already have worked with people and have some case studies and are just looking to boost, stay tuned as we're going to come to that very, very soon. So coming to the first part, if you do not have any testimonials or case studies, what you can do is offer your services for free for certain clients, maybe for 15 days, that is 2 weeks or 4 weeks, whatever suits you better. And once you've done that period, make sure that that arrangement gives you a good case study as well as a testimonial from them. Could be video or audio or text, whatever works for both of you. And post all of this. If they want to work with you, they can now pay you and work and take your services like that. So it's just that the free arrangement is not like a lifetime arrangement. You have to do it with the client that you started. It's more of a thing that, okay, I'll work for free for you for 2 weeks, and in my takeaways would be a testimonial and a case study. So ensure and make sure that they know that they have to give these 2 things in exchange for you working for free, and it is important. So this ways you can work with a few clients, 3 or 4 clients for a month or 2 weeks probably, and generate good testimonials and case studies for your own business, because A, you would have experimented even more, so you'll be more confident. And secondly, if someone asks you for your portfolio or what have you done before to showcase it to them, you do have some work to showcase to get started on this journey of working with paid clients. And that's what I'd highly recommend. But that doesn't mean caution guys here, that this doesn't mean that if you're working for free you can choose any client and work for them. No, I still recommend knowing the difference between good clients and bad clients and choosing good clients even for working for free, because if they won't create a headache for you, and also the chances of converting them and working with them lifelong are more. You don't want to work with someone for 2 weeks. It takes you time to understand their business and the data that's coming. So even if you're working for 2 weeks or 4 weeks, if you get them great results, it's looking forward for you. That person may convert as your client or customer. So that is a great part. So definitely I'd always say that choose the right people even if you are working for free for some time, so that the chances of converting them are way more, and the chances of you having a headache and just talking to one client all day every day will not be there. So these are two things that you should definitely do before you start working with paid clients. Even if you start working with paid clients, it's good to have a good set of testimonials and case studies and make up your portfolio so that it aligns with what you want to sell. Now moving on, what are the ways of getting customers? So with respect to various social media platforms like Instagram and Facebook, you can use these platforms to get clients. And you know what the good news is? You don't even need 10,000 followers for that. You don't need 10,000 followers to get yourself a good set of clients for your social media management or any freelancing services that you do online. Yes, that's true. And now I'm going to tell you what are the different ways of getting clients by using these two platforms. Like Facebook and Instagram I'm referring to, but you can also use these strategies for LinkedIn and it will definitely work for you. So let me just pick up one platform like Instagram. Now there are two ways of generating business and inquiries and later converting them to customers or sales, which is basically inbound and outbound. Outbound is you reaching out to people and then the conversation gets started, and inbound is people reaching out to you directly and then the conversation gets started. Both are not wrong at all, provided you follow a non-salesy approach. Yes, even with respect to outbound, it should not be that you've crafted one message that goes to everyone and you just copy and paste it to people. The approach should always be a more one-on-one connection based approach than just messaging them for the sake of it. So as and when you get good at the outbound strategy, eventually inbound would start coming on its own to you. But you need to do the work in terms of creating a connection with real people first. So when you're reaching out to people, before that, have a look at their profile, have a look at what they're able to generate, what they're not able to generate. So maybe someone is getting great likes on Instagram. If I'm talking about Instagram as a platform, you go out and check their profile and see that, okay, they are not generating enough comments or other types of engagement that is visible, but they're getting a lot of likes. So you know where their pain points lie. Accordingly, give them advice, impart them value without asking for something in return. And with that, try to create a relationship with them so that eventually you're able to convert them, but don't just reach out to them with a salesy approach. Okay, this is wrong, I can help you with this, will you get this? So I get random messages in my inbox saying, okay, I will give you 1,000 followers for X amount. And I'm like, I'm not interested. Exactly. That's not the way to reach out to anyone, even for other businesses. For example, on Instagram, someone reached out to me once, messaged me with a baby's video and said that, okay, please like, share and subscribe to this channel. I'm sure your kids would love it. Now, if they would have actually spent some time on checking out my profile, even like the first 9 or 10 posts, they would easily know that I don't have kids. And sending me something which would be relevant for my kids is very irrelevant, and it instantly pisses off the person you're sending the message to, because they know that you even haven't done the work of checking them out first before pitching your services. So likewise, a lot of other people reach out to me, a lot of other service-based businesses reach out to me, and I would recommend to you, never do this. Never cold DM people. Warm them up with engagement first, and then even when you are DMing or direct messaging them, as we like to say, don't be salesy and don't directly mention that this is a problem and I work like this. Just say hi to them, compliment them on something, and then get the conversation started and rolling. And then you can say that I observed that you, although you get a lot of likes, you don't have a lot of engagement in other terms. How are your saves and shares? So they might check and tell you. They might not even be checking those stats because they may not feel that that's important for their business. But you being an Instagram marketer, you being a social media manager, you know what stats are important. So you can just ask them to check and share with you. They would probably share it with you. So you can say that, how are the sales going? Do you think they can improve? Because I honestly feel that this can be implemented in your content a bit and this can create XYZ change for you. So like that, make it very organic. Now this is something that I'm teaching you when you're reaching out to people. Now, for people to reach out to you, what you have to do is do the same thing, but do over other people's profiles and not necessarily your ideal audience's profile directly. But you will find a lot of people who are not your direct competition, who have their ideal audience overlapping with your ideal audience, but their field of business is different. So you can do JVs or joint ventures or collaborations with such kind of businesses, or simply engage with their audiences, because then when they see you imparting value in comment sections of someone else's profile, then they'll reach out to you, which is the best part. So they've already started the conversation, so they're already inclined to take your services or your products, and now you just have to convert them, which is okay if it's a slow process. It does not need to be like, okay, they message you and you'll say, okay, I have these 3 packages XYZ, choose and we'll work together. No, instead try to know their problems, try to explain to them some points, and then ask what is it that is actually creating this problem. Go down and deep into their problems and figure out what would be the best way for them, and then take it forward. Be human in your sales, and it would never come off as salesy. So if you're following an inbound approach or an outbound approach, either ways, you don't have to be salesy. You have to be considerate of the human you're speaking with, and be real, be a human being when you're talking, and not just a machine who's like button on sale, button on sale, sale, sale. Don't approach someone with that mindset, because that's something they probably are facing on a daily basis. They need someone who can genuinely help, and that certainly doesn't mean that you have to do anything for free for them. It's just that you have to convert them in a normal human way. That's it. That's what you can do on Instagram and get started with, and eventually you can replicate this to other social platforms as well. Even if you want to reach out to someone on Instagram, and if you are a Pinterest expert, you check out their Pinterest, check out their stats, check out everything they do, and then reach out to them on Instagram, connect with them on Instagram, convert them using your direct messages, because that's the best way. Okay guys, so what we talked about is, first, before even starting to pitch to clients, you need to know your platforms. You need to know them inside out. First is picking and knowing your platforms. Second is knowing everything about the platforms that you've chosen by implementing it. And then you need to actually work with a few people for free if you're starting out, to get certain case studies and testimonials, and then just start firing up your Instagram or any other social media platform that you prefer, and start reaching out to people. Initially it can be more outbound, and eventually it will be a good healthy combination of inbound and outbound, and that is my strategy for you. Now, if you like this video, make sure to like, share and subscribe to my channel, and also click on that notification bell so that you are notified every time we post a video, which is 2 times a week, guys. Yes. Now, if you'd like to know more about content creation, entrepreneurship, social media and Instagram, make sure you check out these 2 videos, because they are going to talk a lot about what I specialize in and I can help you guys with, and I'm sure you're going to benefit out of it so much. So make sure to watch these and let me know in the comments what would you like to see from me next. Bye.